The speed at which I just tore my closet apart looking for my pen was a little scary. And obviously, I'm not talking about one to write a grocery list. Let's be adults. Hey, everybody, what's up? And welcome back to Unhinged with Chris Klemens. I am unfortunately Chris Klemens. I'm out of breath because, like I said, I did tear my closet apart as if it were a set from Jurassic Park. But I have been having a week really going through it. Maybe I'll get into it on the after show, but no, I don't know. You'll have to go and check. But I'm having a pretty hard week. Yeah, I'm not going to divulge into it on like a public facing thing, just because it's personal. But I figured today I had a different idea in mind. I think it was like craziest birthday stories because next week is my birthday. Oh my God, it's also, 2 weeks. Oh, thank God. Oh my God, I just got so frightened. We were going to do crazy birthday stories because next week is my next week isn't even my birthday. 2 weeks is my birthday. Wait, why? Anyways, that's for another time. But we are going to do that, but I'm just not in a place to hold a conversation like that. Giving advice feels easy, except if it's to dating, because that's the boat we're sinking in right now. And so I figured I would have you guys call in to 667-577-0807, which is the Unhinged phone line. And I'll have you guys ask any advice you need. I hope it's really stupid. That's my goal for today. I don't need to be doing anything serious. I don't need to reinvent the wheel. And quite frankly, the wheel's fine, you know? Now, before we open the phone lines, however, I want to remind you guys, New York City, I am coming to perform on November 13th during New York Comedy Fest. Please come through and represent Klemens Nation. It's going to be a lot of fun, and my shows are very interactive with the audience, so there's a good chance that we could be doing this in real life. How fun is that? Also, like, the most expensive ticket is like $50, and that includes a meet and greet. So who am I fucking meeting and who am I fucking greeting? Can I get an amen? Amen. The link for tickets will be down below in the description, so be sure to check that out. Bring a friend. It'll be really fun. Now, like I also mentioned, I will be shooting an after show of today's episode, so you can head on over to patreon.com/Chris Klemens right after this episode and watch. I've been getting really consistent with them, and honestly, they're becoming really fun. If you are wanting to hear more about my personal life, well, not as much my personal, but just like I talk more about my life on the after show because it feels safer, honestly. And it just really, it's fun. Sometimes I play games. And then finally, if this is your first time tuning into Unhinged with Chris Klemens, be sure to subscribe. And if you're a returning person, hey, welcome back. Thanks for subscribing. That's super cool. We do video episodes up on youtube.com/@unhinged. And without further ado, we're going to open the phone lines because I'm personally sick of hearing my voice. Okay, we are getting our first call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How are you doing?
Oh my God, wait, is this Chris?
This is Chris. How are you?
Oh my God, wait, that's crazy.
Okay, how stoned are you, my friend?
Well, it's 7 p.m. I'm in Pittsburgh.
Oh, girl, you don't have to justify anything. It's just so funny. This is like your first time ever making a phone call. Now, what advice are you calling in about?
Oh, so I was trying to think of something to come up with, but this just happened recently. So, long story short, I bought a new car.
Oh, congrats.
And you know how you have to go through like a finance guy to get the paperwork done?
Yeah, for the car loan?
Yeah.
Yeah, very familiar.
So this guy, he's like this young guy, like probably like 20s, late 20s. And he was like proper. My dad was with me, so he was like super proper, all of that. And then literally the day after, he texted me like this, like full on text message, and was just like, "You're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Like, this is kind of weird. Like, I was super hesitant to text you, but I just want to say you're like the most beautiful woman ever." So I thought that was kind of strange because it's not very professional.
Yeah.
And then I go to stalk him, his Instagram.
He has a girlfriend?
This man has girlfriend, but also 3 kids.
Oh, you really gagged me with that one.
Yes,
like,
so
I literally always take a pause because I'm just shook, and then I realize that, Chris, you're on a podcast, so you should probably maybe fucking talk. That's
Yeah.
not shocking, but shocking.
You know, like those like couples with kids where they make their whole personality like just their family.
Yes, very, very familiar. I am from Delaware.
Yes.
They're like the family who wear like the jeans and white polos on the beach at sunset, and they look like a weird cult family. Yeah, very familiar.
So I thought that was pretty strange. So I didn't say anything back. Fast forward. This is like 3 months later. This actually happened like literally 2 days ago.
Oh,
But
okay.
his girlfriend adds me on Facebook.
Oh.
Thought that was a little strange. And then he adds me on Facebook.
Are they wanting to have a threesome?
Okay, that's what I thought. And then here's the thing. She follows me on Instagram. But the thing is she does not say a single word. Like, she doesn't direct message me or anything. So she's basically just a follower right now.
Maybe it's because I've gone down like the whole like Diddy rabbit hole. I'm like, this is scary and also frightening. And also it feels like they are preying in on you.
Well, two things. I've come up with two conclusions. Either one, they're looking for a third person.
Which, like, okay, we celebrate that here. That's okay.
I mean,
But, like, honestly, maybe just, like, say that. Let's open with that. Not, yeah, okay. And then what's the other option this could be?
second, she's full on like investigating because like they got kids together.
Oh, that is interesting. And maybe, like, but, like, I don't know if she followed you and then he followed you. I feel like it would have been the other way around, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But like also the investigating is like, if it is investigating to me, I'm like, if I'm investigating, I'm honestly DMing you before I'm following you. Like I'll DM you, then follow you.
That's what I thought too.
So it's definitely giving like, hey, soft launch.
Yes.
You know, I think it's like we followed you, you're aware of our presence, we're here, and now we're getting horny. And that's the vibe I'm getting from it.
I mean, I was thinking that honestly because like
Would you partake?
okay, they're honestly like a good-looking couple.
There's no shame here. You're anonymous in this situation, you know? You could be using a voice changer. You could be AI for all I honestly know.
It's kind of giving stalker vibes though. I feel like she can come off as a little crazy.
No, it's definitely, I'm not going to lie, gives a little stranger danger. And that's sort of what I was talking about earlier of like the paranoia. I'm like, it does feel very like they are honing in on you. You know, it's like one thing if he follows you and, oh my God, I'm so paranoid these days. It's insane. Well, please keep us updated with what you do.
Oh, I will. I mean, I won't do anything right now, but if she messages me.
Oh, I want to like give you my personal number so you can fucking text me what goes on. Like this is exactly the kind of excitement I'm looking for in my life, especially now.
Oh, I'll definitely keep you updated. And it's so funny because literally 10 minutes ago, I was watching like your new video with your dogs.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm on a full binge of like watching your old videos. So.
Oh my God. Fuck yeah. Well, what a Chris Klemens filled night you are having.
Alrighty. Well, I'll keep you updated.
All right. Can't wait. Please be safe.
Thank you. I will.
Okay, good. In many ways, be safe. Okay, goodbye. Wow. This turns out is very cathartic. I want to do every episode of people just calling in with whatever they want to talk about because this is fun. I'm having fun, which I am eternally grateful for. The way y'all are like, Chris, you saved me. And like, Chris, you're there for me when I'm done. I'm like, the feeling's mutual, babes. Like, I don't know what I would do without y'all, to be dead honest. Anyways, we're getting another call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How the hell are you?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm, alive, and that's enough. What advice are you calling in about?
I would say what advice?
Yeah, what advice?
I don't know, honestly.
Did you just cold call?
Yes, I love you so much.
Oh my God. Girl, I cannot with y'all. I swear to God, you just calling in just to giggle. I mean, honestly, respect. I get it. How are you? What are you doing on your Friday night?
Oh, I'm so lame. I'm sitting here with two doggos, and just, smoking and watching Bob's Burgers.
Okay, so I know you said that's lame. That is my ideal Friday night. So you are, wow, that is like literally going to be me right after this. Oh my God, you just gave me something like to live another hour for. That's amazing.
Yes. Well, I'm glad I could help.
Thank you. Now, you don't have any advice?
No. Is it? No.
Okay, well, it was nice talking to you. Enjoy your evening.
Yeah. You too, Chris. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Oh my God. Y'all are so funny. Just calling in to giggle. Honestly, again, respect. But also, babe, we're filming a show. Come on. This is showbiz, baby. Okay, we're getting another call. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How the hell are ya?
Oh my gosh, I have been trying to call this show for so long. How are you?
Oh my God, I'm great. What advice are you calling in about?
Oh my gosh, so I'm in college right now. I'm in my junior year.
Okay, work.
And I have 3 roommates. They've never really liked drinking or anything like that. And
Have you guys been roommates the entirety of college?
well, we were roommates our sophomore year and there were no issues. And like they drank with me a couple times.
Okay.
So now it was like at the beginning of this year, I like drank a few times during the first like 2 weeks of school. And at first they were like fine. And then all of a sudden they like completely started ignoring me, like would not talk to me, wouldn't look at me, like nothing.
Probably because they're like, you know what? You're underage drinking with your fake ID. You're actually calling the police. We're coming to get you, gal. Imagine. Sorry. Anyways, so they started ignoring you?
So about a week later, they texted me and they were like, hey, can we talk to you about something serious tonight? And I was like, yeah, sure.
Oh my God. Are they about to stage an intervention?
Dude, just wait. So
You're like, shut up. I'm literally about to tell you. Don't ruin my fucking punchline.
no, I'm sorry. I'm just high and I forget what I'm about to say if I don't say it.
Oh God. You are everything. Okay. So they call you in and have an intervention, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, sure. So they text me that in the morning, and we don't talk until like 7 p.m. And so I was like freaking the fuck out all day. I was like, what's going to happen?
Yeah, that's terrifying.
So it's become time. They text me. They're like, hey, will you come out? I'm like, yeah, sure. Because I've just been like isolating in my room at this point, like constantly. And I'm still doing that, but we'll get there. So I come out and we sit down and they're literally, oh my God, they were like, hey, so we know you like to do your activities and like we appreciate you keeping it to yourself because I was drinking in my room by myself and they didn't even know I was drinking and they were still like uncomfortable with it. That was their excuse.
They didn't know you were drinking, so they were just assuming you were drinking alone in your room?
Well, I drank in front of them like twice and then I never did again. And then, yeah, they started assuming that I was drinking in my room all the time.
Okay, well, girl, I've been there. The whole internet thinks I'm an alcoholic, which is fucking great. So I understand your pain. Also, it's so crazy in those moments that if they were a actual friend or a decent person, they would be like, hey, we've noticed that something might be up with you. Are you okay?
Right? That's what I kind of thought it was going to be. So I was like, it's probably fine. They just want to talk to me. But literally they say, we want you to move out.
Oh.
We've talked to the RA. She's expecting a room change request, and we want you to move out. And I was like, oh. So I didn't say a thing. I let all of them talk, say exactly what they wanted to say, whatever. And I started tearing up, and I was like, I'm not going to cry in front of them. So I said, okay. And I walked right back to my room.
And you picked up that Tito's, and you made out with it, mouth to mouth, maybe some tongue. I get it. Oh my God, what the fuck? Also, aren't you a part of, like, don't you have to put in your own, like, roommate change form? Like, why don't they fucking leave if they're so unhappy? Like, I don't understand what committee they're in charge of, their president and vice president of, that's like, oh, actually, you're being evicted.
Okay, so one of the roommates has noticed that how the other 2 have been treating me. We'll call her A.
Oh my God, there's a 4th?
There's 3 of them, so there's 4 of us. Yeah.
Oh my God. God, wow, okay. There's just new characters at every turn. So only 2 of the roommates had the intervention with you and then the eviction notice.
No, it was all 3 of them, but then one of them came to me later and like explained her side. And ever since then, we'll call her K. She's been super sweet. Like she's talked to A about like when she's been rude and disrespectful because she's done shit like she was coming in from a shopping trip with Kay, but I noticed them struggling to open the door. So I opened the door for them and I was like, hey, you need help? And me and A, she locked eyes with me. That was the first time we've made eye contact since like I moved in, basically. And she was like, I was like, do you need help? And she was like, no. And she shoved me out of the way.
Okay, well, honey, that's an assault charge, so let's get the paperwork going. Where's a stenographer? Isn't that the bitch who types in court? I don't know. Oh my God, I'm genuinely shook at the audacity. Like, I want to have that much confidence to the point where I feel okay sitting someone down and basically saying, move out. Like, I know I'm like a white male, so I really should already have that pretty down. But like, wow, that sounds really scary and really peaceful at the same time. Like, just to say every single fucking thing you think. Wow.
Well, like at the beginning, I didn't know that I didn't have to submit a room change request. I thought I did. So I did. And now we got an email saying that we have to have an agreement, like an official agreement with the RA to talk about it.
Oh, let's boycott, bitch. Get in. We're boycotting this hoe.
Well, I told them that I'm not moving out this semester because I'm studying abroad in the UK next semester.
Oh, pip pip cheerio, babe.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, what?
Yeah, so now we have our roommate agreement on November 1st, and I'm very nervous because when I told A that I wasn't moving out, Kay talked to her about it, and A said back to her, she said, as long as she doesn't talk to me and she's not a slob, she can stay. And I'm like, when have I ever been a slob? And also, like, how immature are you that, like, you won't talk to me?
Also, what could you have possibly done that makes someone talk like that? Good for you. And please, when you have this roommate agreement, stand your ground.
Yeah.
Like, that is one thing I want everyone to, like, really work on themselves is standing your ground. Do not be a doormat. I'm telling you, it never works or pans out. You end up, like, feeling debilitated, and it's not worth it, and it's not fair to yourself.
Yeah, it's really not. Like, I do need to stand up for myself.
Don't take shit from her, okay? I'm not saying you have to be a bitch, but just don't let her walk all over you. And on that note, I've got to get back to church because I am preaching.
Yes, period.
Stick up for yourself. You got this, girl.
I will.
All right.
I will.
Have a good one.
All right, bye.
Bye. Dude, I don't miss having roommates at all. Like, I know that that's like, I can afford to not have a roommate. I have thought about it actually recently because New York is so fucking expensive. But like, I don't miss that shit at all. The tension, hated it. Anyways, we're getting another call. Thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How the hell are you doing?
Hello?
Hello.
Chris?
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Oh my God, I'm doing great. You sound really happy.
Is that the understatement of the year? Well, over-exaggerate. I don't know. I'm from Florida. I don't know how to speak.
No, that's a fair defense of yours. Now, what advice are you calling in about?
Okay, so I've actually called you before. We've spoken before, but you were not recording.
Oh my God, gagged. I know exactly who you are. I can't remember a single fucking thing that you told me, but you had a really fun story, and I remember you being very exuberant. I thought you sounded familiar.
Yeah, it was about the stealing brother, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, all that.
Yes! Oh my God, yes, the dysfunctional family.
Yes, thank you. So that's what I'm calling it about. So I am still like heavily struggling with that. Like I'm still trying to learn how to navigate kind of like losing my brother.
Are you able to briefly run us through like the synopsis of this, like the too long didn't read version?
Yes. Okay. All right. Give me a second. Okay. So my grandfather passed away in January. And then I have 3 other siblings, and the grandfather is their blood grandfather. He's not my blood grandfather. So it doesn't necessarily have anything to do with me. But after he passed away, my brother, the day after, went and took $30,000 out of his bank account, my grandfather's. And he has ever since been just blowing money off the credit card. I think we're up to $300,000 at this point. And which is also stealing from my sisters, because after my grandmother passes away, because she's on hospice,
Oh,
That money was supposed to be split up between the three of them, but he's basically just blown all of the money.
okay, got it. This is all coming back to me now by Celine Dion.
Yeah.
So what is the current struggle?
The struggle is just the feeling of like losing like my brother.
I want to just jump in really quick. I low-key think you already have accepted that. It is the vibe I'm getting. And I don't know why I'm feeling like Teresa Caputo or something. Like, he's telling me that you're over it. But it sounds like you've already come to terms with the fact that that's what's going to happen.
So I've kind of come to terms with that. But what I was like originally going to like talk to you about is like how my mom is dealing with it. So I'm 24 and I do still live at home with mom and dad because Florida's expensive and I can't afford anything, and I did vote for Kamala today. But
oh my God, sick, mama. You fucking better. Also, everybody go out and vote, preferably for Kamala, but we're all free individuals. I understand, but guys, we really have to make sure Trump doesn't get elected. Please vote for Kamala. Thank you and amen. I'm not even that big of a stan, but listen, most of the population votes on the two-party system, which I think is flawed as hell, as many people do. However, most people are voting on the two-party system. Please do not throw your vote away by voting third party. I know that that's horrible. In an ideal world, you can vote for whoever you want. I normally don't care. Our literal lives are on the line and our rights are. Anyways, okay. So sorry to go on that little rampage. I just like spiraled about the news like an hour and a half ago. So it's like, whew.
No, completely agree.
Okay, so to get back to the story, is your mom the biological mom of you and your siblings?
Yes.
Okay, got it. So you all have the same mom.
Yes, we all have the same mom, but it was my mom's first husband that she had the other three with. But what I'm like really
Wait. No, I don't think we're just gonna jump and hop past that. Your mom had the other three with her first cousin?
No, her first husband.
Oh, first husband. Oh my God. Like, I know that this is in like taking place in Florida, but like I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that just to hop out of the Everglades at us.
Honestly, shouldn't be shocked.
Oh, no, I mean, like, literally, it was just so on the table because we're talking about Florida. Holy shit. Okay. Her first husband. Okay. So,
yes.
Okay. You're from her second husband. Okay. Whew, I almost just had a full-fledged panic attack. I was like, oh my God, we have incest on the line.
But so what I'm struggling with is like my mom, and this kind of like differs from like that whole situation that I called you with before. But like my mom like is such a negative person. Like anything that comes out of my mom's mouth is absolutely negative. And I love my mom. Like, she's not a horrible mom. Like, she's not a bad mom. She's given me anything that I've ever needed in life or wanted. But anything that comes out of her mouth is negative, and it gives me so much anxiety because all I want for her is the best. Like, I know this is also her first time living. Like, this is her first life.
Sorry, that is such a funny phrase. This is her first time living. I'm like, no, like literally same. That's so crazy. But like, I think she might be negative because like her literal children are like spiraling.
Yeah.
I mean, like as a parent, I imagine this because of like my mom. That's the main experience I have with a good parent.
She's so cute. I love your mom.
Yeah, everyone fucking loves her. Okay, enough of that. What about me? But I know how much of her world we are. And if like anything happened to one of us, it would just change everything. And so like, I would hope that your mom has that same outlook. And this shit weighs so hard on parents. Like, I have a best friend who's like was telling me her mom doesn't sleep because she's worried about her. And it's just like, that's what moms do. And I think that like, has she been this way her whole life?
Yeah, she kind of does it with everything,
but is it recent because of this situation?
No, it's not. I mean, this situation obviously didn't help, but she's kind of just always been this way. Like, she's not a person that I've ever really been able to go to. I've always just gone to like my sisters.
I see now. Okay. Got it.
Financial help, for mental help.
Is she open to therapy?
Thank you. So we got into an argument yesterday we were on the phone and she was going off on me about something. And I was like, Mom, every single thing that comes out of your mouth is negative.
Oh.
We just went up to South Carolina for a wedding and I called her out because my sisters are tired of it. And they're a lot older than me. I'm 24 and they're like in their late 30s.
Okay, well, I don't like your tone when saying that, so.
I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? Like there's like an age gap.
Did they confront your mom about this?
They've tried before, but I even on the phone yesterday, I tried to bring up therapy. I was like, why don't you just go to a therapist? I was like, I'll go with you. Like, we could go to therapy together. She was like, I don't need a therapist. And I was like,
you're like, honey, I'll even pay for it. Brother, put it on the card.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just hard because like it's like a two-way street. Like one, it pisses me off because of how she gets so negative all the time. But two, that's my mom and I love her and I care about her and I want her to have a good life. And she's already 60 years old.
But like, here's the thing though. I am a firm believer in you cannot want things more than the actual person you're wanting them for, because you will be the only one who ends up frustrated and like dissatisfied and unhappy. Like at the end of the day, you can only do so much, but you have to be willing to like build boundaries to protect yourself. And like sometimes that is like, Mom, I'm not going to talk to you right now because you're in this type of mood and like I life's already hard enough. Like honestly, not weaponize your relationship with her, but like you are able to say, like, if you don't seek a therapist or somebody, like, I don't know how much longer, like, I can be around you. And, like, granted, your living situation sort of is depending on her. So, like, I do understand that aspect. But, like, I think you're able at this point in life, you're an adult. You guys are sort of on an equal playing field. I think you're allowed to say, hey, this is my boundary. And you have to uphold it. But like, I think that's totally fair to say.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I've kind of started to do. I know I'm 24, but I'm like still like slowly like processing that like I'm an adult.
Are you in therapy?
Yeah, I go to therapy every week.
Okay, slay mama.
Yeah, but it's still just kind of like settling in that I'm an adult and I'm still trying to just figure out life. And like Florida's a complete shit show.
No, you don't say. What? That's crazy.
It's just a mess. And so I'm trying my best, but I've just started to tell her, like, if you're just going to act like this, like, I'm just going to walk out of the door.
I think that is like difficult, but I think it's like the right thing to do. And like, obviously I'm not like God or anything, so I don't know what the right fucking thing is, but like, I think for yourself and your sanity, like, and like, honestly, for the betterment of her, like, hopefully this like opens her eyes to like, wow, people are not around me that once were because I like won't improve. Like, I sometimes think that that's necessary. And I feel like this is one of those times. And that's my time.
Oh, well, thank you, Chris. I completely agree. I just need to get over the hump and just fucking deal with it.
Get over the hump, girl. It's Friday. You know, we're over the hump. Get with it, sister.
I'm going to go take a blinker and go to bed.
You read my fucking mind, babe. For real, I hope everything works out. Like, just make sure your needs are being met as well. That's my advice. Wow, I'm crushing this episode. Like, literal Dr. Oz or whoever. Is that man still alive? Oh, I think he is, unfortunately. Watch out, television doctors. I'm coming for you. Thank you so much and enjoy your weekend.
You too, Chris. Thank you.
Bye. Wow, I feel like I'm like solving the world's problems. Like, I am in, what is that room? The command room? Or where's like the bunker where they like found out? The panic room. No, that's what I wish I installed in my house when I redid it. Hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How the hell are you? Not there. Okay. Well, slay, mama.
Slay.
Oh, okay. A sleigh has appeared.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Chris. How are you? That's what I said. I'm sorry you couldn't hear me.
Oh my God. No, it's probably technology. When in doubt, blame technology. I'm, here recording a podcast episode. How are you? I just turned into a Tesla robot.
I love that.
Now what advice are you calling in about?
Well, let's see. I have been in a relationship for the last 3.5 years, and I was ghosted about 3 weeks ago. So I am trying to go get my shit tomorrow out of her house. So I'm trying to figure out how to not lose my cool, Chris.
Oh my God, you got ghosted after 3.5 years?
Yes, bitch.
Oh,
Yes, I did.
I'm so sorry. I like literally blacked out in shock. What was the advice?
How to not lose my cool when I go pick up my stuff tomorrow.
I really think like, okay, so I'm like going through, I don't know what the fuck I'm going through. We'll talk about it on the after show, but like kind of same boat, but not at all. But I understand like this. The thing I'm like really trying to tell myself is that when you hold anger for somebody, it's only affecting you
Yes.
and not that person. Obviously, I'm not saying therefore don't feel mad, because emotions are like just instinctual.
Mm-hmm.
But like getting mad and losing your shit, it feels fucking satisfying. Who am I to say it doesn't? Because it feels fucking amazing to cut someone down to the core from all the other apples before. But I think like that's only a reflection of you. And if you want to play that game, go for it. But if you weren't planning on playing that game, I just don't think it's worth it. Like, it's much easier to just like accept that this situation happened. You can't change it. There's no like anything you can do. But like what you can do is like decide how you move on from it.
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm writing like an actual self-help book, but like, no, it's like, I want to be so mad, but like,
Yes.
it just, that only affects me. And like, that only hurts me. And that only like keeps me attached to this event.
Exactly.
And it's like, I'm not saying don't be mad, girl, because you can get pissed, but don't
Yes.
do it in private, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, because it's just going to look, I'm just going to look bad in the end, and I don't want to look bad.
Yeah. And like, this is a them problem, not a you problem.
Absolutely.
I saw this TikTok today. Oh my God. I am going to play it live on air. Well, not live, because once again, we are not recording live, but this bitch took me to church. Okay. Are you ready for this?
I'm so ready.
You feel like someone isn't choosing you, this message is for you. And you probably won't want to hear it,
I
but
hope this
it's
music
probably
isn't
something you need to hear,
copywritten.
so listen up. Sometimes when people leave us or choose not to be with us, it's easy to take it personally and to think that it's something we did or didn't do, or to think that we're not enough. But here's the key that I want you to remember. Oftentimes, people aren't running away from you. They are running away from the person that they would need to become in order to keep you. It's not a reflection of who you are or how worthy you are of them choosing you. It's a reflection of who they are and where they are on their own journey.
Okay, basically, I'm not going to keep playing this because I realize that it's like a minute long, but it was a perspective I hadn't thought about, where it's like that person is like just not able to like get their shit together enough to be the person that you deserve. And like, that's them choosing to walk away. Oh my God, we are getting so fucking deep on this podcast. I mean,
It's okay. I love it.
no, I mean like same, because it's real life shit, but
Yeah.
it's just like, it's true. That person is walking away because like of their own insecurities or inability or lack of desire to step up to the plate and be the person that you deserve. And
Right.
like, you're the prize. Remember that. Truly, even if you don't believe it, remember that you are the prize.
You are so right, bitch. I am the prize.
You are. Like,
I'm the trophy at the end of the race.
sure, I don't want to run a race. I'd rather like sit through a basketball game, like on the bench, warming that bitch up. But yeah, like, you are the prize. Don't let anyone make you feel anything but that. You are enough on your own, and you are special, and you are deserving. Don't let anyone convince you that you aren't the prize. And I better hear that as a fucking audio with some like
Hell
little
yes. Clap, 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 clap.
yeah, with some
Yes,
like
bitch.
emotional music behind it. Yeah, I better hear that as my next little thing on TikTok. You're coming home with me is running a little dry. But yeah, I mean, I just think like, lose your cool, but do it in private. That's always the best way to go. Like, make a smash what are those called? Like a Wreck-It room? Like make up one or go to
oh my
one.
God,
Or
I was actually thinking about going to one tomorrow evening.
that's
so
where
funny you mentioned that.
that's where you take it out, girl. Don't do anything. Be the bigger person. Oh my God, I am such a 30-year-old adult. Oh my God, like younger me would have been like, set that bitch on fire and pee on the couch.
Like, that's what the unhealed version of me wants to do. But
Yeah, but that like only shows terrible to you, and also you will go to jail. So that's not worth it.
yeah, you're so right, and I can't do that. No, I can't. I got.
We already have enough orange problems going on. We don't need another one.
You're so fucking right.
I know, it's
You're
crazy.
so right. Go out and vote November 5th, y'all.
Oh my God, yeah, that's my birthday. How sad is that?
Oh, well, I'm praying for like good stuff because
No, I already did like a rant on the podcast. Vote Kamala Harris. Thank you and good night.
I love that.
Well, thank you for calling in. I hope that this gets better. I mean, I'm rooting for you, and I hope you're rooting for yourself.
I am. I said you gave such good advice, honestly, so thank you.
Oh my God, of course. You're deserving of everything, you know?
Absolutely, yes. And also, I was at your Philadelphia show, so I was so glad I got to get through on this phone call.
Oh my God, hell yeah. That show was... I did not enjoy that one, if I'm going to be totally honest. What a weird crowd. Also, my mom was the heckler of the show, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
I know.
She...
I know.
Ugh, the way I want to post
was so
pictures
cute,
of her.
though.
She is so cute. She's so cute. I love when my mom heckles during my shows.
It's fine.
It's fine. Well, thank you so much for calling, and I hope this gets better.
Thank you, and I hope you have a great night, Chris.
Thank you so much. That's so kind. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Oh my God, this episode is like, dare I say, healing me. I was literally crying before this. Isn't that nuts? Dude, I'm going to lose my shit on the after show, I feel. And unfortunately, I think that's an accurate prediction. I don't need Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, to tell me that. We'll probably do one or two more calls just because I don't want to be sitting in front of a camera and lights right now. If I'm going to be absolutely transparent with the unhinged citizens. The call I'm getting is actually crazy because it's like a dog company and it has like the full name, which I'm not going to read out loud to put them on blast. But hello, and thank you for calling Unhinged with Chris Klemens. How the hell are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. All right. Now, what advice are you calling in about?
Oh, there's a lot of things I wanted to call in about.
Pick the most important one and we'll get through it, girl.
All right. Well, I'm newly or like somewhat newly single out of a long-term relationship.
How many years?
2.5.
Oh my God, 2.5. Okay, and why did it end?
Oh God, so many reasons.
Did you end it?
He was kind of just a bum. I did, yeah.
Okay, work.
Yeah, it was necessary for sure. But now I'm kind of finding myself in between like a moment of should I be continuing? Because I've been working on myself quite a bit since the end of the relationship, as one does often when they end.
Work.
But I don't know. I'm like, I kind of want to get back out there, but I'm not entirely sure the best way to go about it. And I'm kind of thinking like,
I mean,
I've got a free night tonight.
Here's what are you just looking for some like little hoo-ha fun? Or are you looking like to date intentionally?
No, I'm not really looking to date intentionally, especially not with a man.
Oh, you're just trying to feel the good things. I really understand that.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I think that like, if you were looking to date intentionally, I would say make sure that you are ready and open and willing and like ready. I say for a second time, but like I do think that being ready is the most important part. And like, but if you're just looking for sex, I mean, like, yeah, girl, like what is that what you're calling in about? Is like if you should get laid? Absolutely. Like if I were running for office, like that would be, I think my opening platform would be like, you should get laid and I will make it happen. God, I'd be such a good president.
Okay, well, so here's the second part to that is like,
there's a part two.
If I wanted to meet someone out in the wild, let's say go to a bar and sit at the bar and chat to somebody, I have a really hard time opening the conversation.
Oh,
do you have any like...
You called the wrong girl. No, I have nothing in this department because I think I have become socially inept. Oh my God, I'm like literally getting like social anxiety, even like trying to
I know.
like place myself there and like what would I do? Oh my God, my heart is racing. I mean, you could always just like compliment something like about their like, I like your watch. Like, what is that? And then like I don't actually know if that works or like just in movies and TV shows. But like I feel like you could do that.
I think people like compliments. It's just like after the thing I struggle with is like, okay, so they say thanks. And then if they don't open the conversation to anything else, and then we're kind of awkwardly just looking at each other, I really have nowhere to go from there.
I think you have to be on top of the conversation then. If someone's going to say thanks and like they seem like open to like you can tell when someone doesn't want to be talked to. If someone doesn't want to be talked to, like don't do this. But I think you say like, oh, do you come here often? Like, I haven't been here before. Even if you have been there a million times, just like lie about bullshit, you know?
Yeah.
Like say like, I haven't been here, like haven't really been here. Is there some good food on the menu or do you like any drink here? Like, oh God, maybe this is horrible advice. I mean, like maybe I should have stopped recording like 10 minutes ago because I think I peaked.
Honestly, like, if anything, it's helpful because I was out with a friend last week who's a lesbian, and she was pulling more men at the bar than, like, I've ever seen anyone pull before. It was crazy.
No, because we know how to talk to people.
Yeah, like, I guess I could, the easy thing would be to hop on an app and just, like, have it happen that way because that's not as stressful, but I don't know. I feel like the reward isn't as satisfying, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just being stupid.
I feel like you could use it as, like, getting back out there on your feet. Like, you aren't just going to, like, get on a bike and start riding a two-wheeler, Like, you're going to throw some, like, training wheels on that bitch. So, like, I think, like, go on the apps, like, find one that you feel you can really represent yourself well on, and like then you'll get a sense of what other people are like, and then you'll already have some common ground because you will have matched, and then you can go to the bar and sit at the bar and giggle and laugh and compliment a watch, but also have other shit to talk about,
Right. Yeah, I do know.
And like, listen, maybe those will only be one dates. Okay, one, hopefully they'll fucking pay for you, so like sick. And then two, it's like, what great practice. It's like you don't ever have to see them again. What's the worst that's going to happen? They're going to tell their little group of friends and then they'll forget by next week. Like, who cares? Go for it.
Yeah, totally. And like having someone pay for me, like I didn't have that in my entire 2.5-year relationship. So that would even already be a bonus.
Ooh, okay. Well, send in the zinger. Yeah, I mean, I think you could do that, but also just like, okay, this is like a secret that I do that I don't think I've ever told on the internet, but I tell all my friends this, like, whenever you have social anxiety, like, I go into every social event with the mindset, like, you're Rihanna. You are Rihanna. I have never seen her look anxious. I've never seen her look, like, uncool. She's always, like, very, like, in the moment and present. It's just, like, be a character of yourself. Pretend it's like a role, and just like,
right.
If you see that you can dominate the conversation, you can say, so what's your name? Like, do you come here often? Like, if you go into things with confidence and not act like they're cringy, people are responsive to that. It's magnetic.
Yeah, that's great advice. I think like going into it thinking like, I know I'm fuckable, so you're going to think it as well.
Exactly. I've talked about this on a past episode. And like, I'm not going to get into the full spiel, but like, yeah, it's like if I want to be called a comedian and someone calls me a comedian, it's like, yes, I am that, like you tell people how to perceive you. And so tell them that perceive me like a confident, hot little snack that's ready to pack,
Yeah, exactly. Right.
You're like, no, you lost me there, Chris. But yeah, I think it's just all about like, even if it's fake confidence, like it's still confidence,
Yeah, totally.
I don't know, but I would also like give yourself some grace. Like maybe the training wheels one wasn't like a great analogy because it's like, isn't the phrase like you never like forget how to ride a bike? Like getting back out there is going to be a little tough, but just like give yourself some grace and understand that it's like all practice. It's not that deep, honestly. It's just another person. Like, be safe, obviously, but like, oh my God, it's just another human being. Like, and like the gag is there is so much going on at all times, everywhere, all at once. that like people forget mostly within a week. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. It really isn't that deep.
And that applies to like so many things. It's like, oh, your TikTok didn't do well. Guess what? No one's going to remember in a week. Like, oh, you farted. And okay, I mean, the people who remember that really just need to go out and get a hobby because they have way too much time on their hands. Like, it's just nothing is that fucking deep. And if people like remember that and like weaponize it against you, like, fuck them. Truly. That's when you. No, I'm not going to finish that sentence, but yeah.
Okay. I feel like in general, like, I mean, you know, if it was a man I were approaching, I feel like a woman approaching a man in general is kind of a power move and something that someone would take as a compliment.
Exactly. And like, honestly, there'll be some people who like don't receive that well. And guess what? Okay. Like, you could be the most perfect ripe peach, and there are going to be bitches who don't like peaches. And some of those bitches are me. I don't know why I don't like them, but that's for another day. You know, like, some people just might not like you.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And that's perfectly okay.
Yeah, you're right.
That's like, it's nothing about you. It's just like, you are one thing and what they're looking for is a different thing. That doesn't mean anything negative about you.
Yeah.
Just give yourself some grace would be my advice. And like, it's trial and error, babe. It's a rough world out there.
Oh, you're telling me. I think that's great advice, though. Like, pretend you're Rihanna. Remember that Chris doesn't like peaches.
Okay, well, I don't know why you need to remember that one. I mean, that felt a little
Well, I
personal.
mean, like, the analogy is good, right?
Oh,
like...
yeah. Okay, sure. Yeah, nice save. But, like, really, the Rihanna thing, I'm not even kidding. Like, game changing.
Yeah.
Truly, like, I will have a panic attack in a car as it pulls up to like an event or something. I will get out and it's like the second that door opens, girl, you own Fenty and are a billionaire. You know, like, it's game face, baby. It's like, yeah, it's like playing a game or something, going into a business meeting. It's like, you've got to put on a certain version of yourself. It doesn't mean you're a different person or like, I mean, maybe it is. I don't know. Therapist, please don't analyze this. But like,
right.
just you are who you are. And if you want to be this, you can be that. Like, life is so crazy like that.
Yeah. And like, truly, when you're looking for interactions that like aren't going to last long, it's like, why not kind of judge up your personality a bit?
Yeah. And if all you're looking is to get a little stuffing, I mean, oh my God, it's like it's even lower stakes, you know? It's not like you're searching for a new partner or anything. You're like, I'm trying to feel the tingles and I'd like it now.
Yeah, like, they're not going to meet my friends. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. Like, all you got to make sure is that like they're not going to kill you and that they have been like checked for STDs or wear a condom.
Oh, babe, that's a whole other thing, but we don't need to get into that.
No, we don't. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I am rooting for you, baby.
Thank you for answering. I appreciate it.
Oh my God. Thank you for calling. This has been such a fun episode. Oh my God, you're the last caller. How crazy is that?
It is crazy. It's I just called on a whim. I just saw your Instagram story.
Oh my God. Fuck yeah. Well, I love this. Enjoy your weekend. I hope you get it good, baby.
Thank you. I hope I do as well.
Yeah. You're like, no, bitch, me fucking too. I'm calling into like a random podcast about it. Yeah, you really are going feral. Well, I'm rooting for you and
yeah, truly.
Be safe.
Thank you. Thank you.
Of course.
Have a good weekend.
You too. Thank you. Bye. Wow. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I had so much fun this episode. This was really fulfilling. Like, in a very weird way, like almost not having a prompt and not knowing what I'm getting into was so much more fun. Like, we've got to do this way more. I am not actually going to talk about this. Maybe I'll talk about it on the after show, which is a perfect segue. I'm about to go and film the after show. You can go to patreon.com/Chris Klemens to go and watch that. But thank you so much for tuning in. Please rate and review this episode after you're done listening. And if you haven't, be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Or you can subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can just type Unhinged with Chris Klemens into YouTube and bam, there it is, mama. Oh my God, thanks for like 32K. This is so fun. Like, I just love this community so much. And I appreciate everybody who tunes in and listens and makes this something that really has become fun for me. And it wouldn't be possible without y'all. So I just want you to know how important you are. But thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, I will see you on the after show. Bye. I don't know why I'm holding my hands like this, but where's the roof? Okay, bye.